What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Fighting Fire with Fire, the AJ Rose Show. It is Wednesday, September 22nd, 2010, and we have major sports headlines to get to. A lot of them are involving the NFL. In fact, all three major headlines that we're going to get to today have to do with the NFL. I guess it's a very slow day in sports. Our first headline involves wideout from the San Diego Chargers, Vincent Jackson. The Chargers have rejected several offers on Vincent Jackson, which means that a lot of teams, even though Jackson had an incredibly good year last year as the deep threat and all-around great receiver for the Chargers and Philip Rivers' favorite option, his trade value is still not that good. Now, the longer that Jackson stays out, the longer he holds out of San Diego, the more his trade value goes down. So by the end of the season, I think he's going to end up taking way less money than he should have if he had not held out from San Diego. And he's going to regret the whole situation. Holding out receivers or running backs or just players in general in the NFL holding out for more money has not worked. Darelle Revis was a big anomaly in cases like this. One of the other stories is that Darelle Revis is not going to be playing on Sunday against the Miami Dolphins, who are the division leaders in the AFC East at 2-0. The Jets and Patriots are both at 1-1. Now, my Patriots are definitely going to win against the Buffalo Bills, who are 0-2 and arguably the worst team in the NFL. But the Jets are going to have their hands full. They were going to have their hands full with Revis. Now, Cromartie's going to have to match up with Brandon Marshall. And frankly, Brandon Marshall is a bigger, tougher receiver than Randy Moss is. Randy Moss is more finesse, and Brandon Marshall will absolutely pound you. I think he's going to eat up Cromartie, and I think the Dolphins are going to beat the Jets and go 3-0. I think that's a big, big, big loss for the Jets not having Revis out there on Sunday. Our final story has to do with the Pittsburgh Steelers, who, without Ben Roethlisberger, are one of the surprise 2-0 teams in the NFL. They face the also equally surprising 2-0 Tampa Bay Buccaneers this Sunday, and Mike Tomlin, the coach of the Steelers, has decided to go with Charlie Batch, who is mediocre at best, but frankly, he's all they have right now. They have him and they have Brian Leftwich, who they picked up 2 days after releasing. So, really, the Steelers... But luckily, because they're facing the Bucs, the Steelers could go 3-0 and probably be 3-1 with Roethlisberger coming back. And frankly, I think they should be one of the favorites to go to the Super Bowl if they're this good and they can hold incredibly potent offenses like the Titans to just 11 points and force Vince Young to play so bad that he gets nicked out of the game for Kerry Collins. So a lot of action going on in the NFL. I could talk about NASCAR, but frankly, I don't care, and I don't think enough people around YouTube and around the world care about NASCAR enough for me to talk about it. So thank you for watching Fighting Fire with Fire. I am AJ Rose, and I shall see you tomorrow. I am out.